Cap, I'm happy you're back.
Thank you. I'm glad you're back.
Go ahead and introduce these guests this morning so they can jump in here and talk with us today. First, I had the pleasure of working with this young lady for a long time. But I love her. Oh, I'm so happy you're here. It took me a while to get her on here, too. Tab West Harkins. Did I say it right?
No, you did not.
Okay, say it.
It is West Harkness.
Harkness. Ness. I'm sorry.
You're right. So my in-laws will understand that I represent very well.
She represents. And she listens to me literally every time I'm on air, and I appreciate you.
Poor thing.
Absolutely. I'm definitely a big supporter from day one.
Yes.
When I met G, we had an instant connection.
Yeah,
and we talked, and the energy exactly was always on point. So I'm so happy and thrilled to be here.
I love you.
Very excited, and you know I love you.
Thank you so much for coming, man. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
We're going to have some goodness.
Absolutely.
Because Tab texts me the entire show every time I got the thread to prove it. She don't call. She would text me the entire show.
Yeah.
Who you proving it to?
I'm just telling you.
Oh, I just asked a question.
Because you don't like to come to work.
I'm just such a,
That's what CEOs do. They don't like to work. They just say, I ain't coming today.
And then today was a special show, so I said, I'll make sure I be there this morning.
Listen, my next one, man, I had the privilege of working with this gentleman. My first film, me and him worked together. He is the most method, talented actor I've ever seen in my entire life of living. I've never seen anybody do it like this. Because, he going to be big one day, and don't forget about the little people when you get up there.
Why got to be big one day? Why can't he be big now?
Well, he is. He's doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? He's going to tell you about all his upcoming projects shortly. But Bakari Schumann, happy birthday, by the way, too.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
How are you today, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for rolling out your bed and coming to spend a couple hours with me this morning to have these candid conversations. I appreciate it. Did you turn up last night?
Oh, man. I turned up too much.
Understatement? Okay. Yeah. He's making it. He here, Cap. So I appreciate y'all both spending y'all Saturdays with me today. Y'all ready to talk a little bit?
Of course. You know me. Always talkative.
So as Cap mentioned earlier, it is Mental Health Month. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. Normally this is a part of the show where I do a little entertainment, but we ain't going to spend too much time. But I do want to talk about the mental health of Kanye West.
Of Ye.
Of Ye. Sorry. Okay. Ye, that guy. So this man has been on several platforms, being disrespectful. It's to the point where, like, the Floyd family, the George Floyd family is suing him for mentioning that man's death. It's just a lot of things happening, and I want to know, I don't know if you follow this kind of stuff, but do you think it is a mental health issue, or this is just him getting publicity?
I'm not gonna say it's a mental health issue. I don't know his mental health. We all have mental issues, but I heard him talking to Chris Como the other day. He was ranting about that whole situation, and he was trying to avoid the situation. He was basically saying that we're missing a point.
Yeah.
He said,
what's the point?
His point was basically he's just trying to get the word out. It wasn't nothing bad, and it's all about my clothes. That's what he was saying. It's all about my clothes.
I heard something about that.
But he said basically he was talking about his clothing line.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
so you could say it's a publicity stunt.
Yeah.
But then again, basically when Chris Como was challenging him, he didn't want to take on the challenge. He said, "Sir," he said. Chris Como kept saying Kanye. He said, "My name is Ye."
Being disrespectful to the person that's interviewing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't really get into him, so I can't talk much. But I'm not big.
Yeah, I don't follow him.
I don't follow him.
You don't follow him?
Yeah.
What you think?
I don't follow him a lot, but I think it's a little bit of both, right? Mm-hmm. It's a little mental history going on, and he's admitted to that. He's admitted
I've heard him say that several times.
That. And actually, I've made the observation that he took a turn left when his mom passed.
I agree with that.
Before that, he was still, Kanye, very young in the game and stuff like that. But to me, you could definitely see the contrast once his mom passed. Like, that was some event that really affected him and kind of spiraled him into a level of almost a point of no return.
You think it's no return from it? You feel
Well,
like it?
almost no return. I mean, you can return from everything
Yeah.
if you're alive and breathing, right?
Yeah.
You got opportunity to
I
return.
don't know about that.
But
We cut R. Kelly go.
Some people did cut off Robert. I will never cut
Some
off Robert.
people.
Now his
Well,
actions,
I still play his
yes.
music.
The
Right.
music I'm playing,
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody say. But his actions, they don't.
Yeah, I don't believe.
I don't
what
believe in the
happened.
actions because of that. But that music, I'm sorry. I will play it from here till the harps come home. I'm playing it.
so there is a point of return.
Yeah, it is.
So for one while, everybody was not playing his music, right? And then after, everything kind of cooled down, they started back realizing that still the art
It's good.
itself.
Yeah.
But
You
they
know
say
what I'm
making
saying?
music in
The
jail.
art itself was pedophilia.
Yeah.
I mean,
he
he
was
wa-
talking about little kids.
Do you think he was talking like kids the whole time? And some of the, I mean, I got the clues. He was telling us the whole time he ain't seen nothing wrong. And his mind was telling him no, but his
He
body
know
was
all
telling
of
him
this.
yes.
But,
He told
I
us a
mean,
while.
You can't necessarily say that was his intent because of his, his bedroom antics, so to
I do
speak.
not know. I know this. Art imitates life. You rap, you sing, you write, you act about what you know.
Not
No, not
necessarily.
necessarily,
Because
'cause-
these young kids
Right.
they are suburban thugs who've
And-
never
and they
experienced a
make
life
up
out on the
stuff.
street.
Somebody wrote it.
Somebody wrote it for them, but they've
Right.
never experienced it.
No matter who performed it, the original creator came from somewhere, and most of the times it comes from life. So if somebody is writing this for somebody else to perform, it still was real to somebody, whether it's fake to the individual that's performing it or not. It's still real, which is why the police and FBI and everybody else is coming after a lot of artists who talk about certain things in their
Right.
music, and they're using that as to press charges for them. If it wasn't real, then they wouldn't have a case.
Actually, they would, because now we know that when people come after people, especially law and justice, so to speak, as we know it, it doesn't have to be real. If they are on a mission to make examples of people, they will use and create evidence and information to support whatever it is that they're after. So it's usually a mixture on that as well, which is why you have such a large percentage of innocent people, where it comes out later that the evidence didn't support it. But of course, the people that were running the show, they arranged it so that it met the need that they were trying to meet at that time.
That's true. And the Negro and law enforcement have been in odds since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
we
I
know
mean,
that.
it's a whole debate that could be done about that because, I don't think people will cut Kanye off. I think people will still continue to hear that antic stuff and move on. I just feel like he's using the mental health bipolar thing as a car. He's playing it because he'll say it. I have an excuse to say what I'm saying because I am this. I have mental problems. I've heard him say that. So I don't like that part of it because people are really dealing with that. And it annoys me when he does that.
Well, yeah, but I mean that's actually a human thing that we do. We all use things for our benefit, depending on the circumstance. Some, are not as egregious,
Yeah.
but for the most part, to me, humans will use whatever circumstance they need to support their story or to support their intentions.
Early enough. What? Yeah, I'm still gonna pray for you because I pray for everybody.
Prayers.
Father, reaching my hands out to thee, I stretch my
Pray
hands to
real
thee
hard.
to pray for
wow.
that man.
Pray real.
Oh, you start praying for
I'm
real.
saying I'm just stretching my hands out to thee. Let it be all right.
I receive it. I take
You
the
take it
prayer.
forward?
I take the prayer.
All right, y'all. We Mental Health Month. I'm promoting that all month. Listen. So we gonna jump into these conversations. Y'all ready?
Always ready.
Always ready. Okay. Let's start with revenge. Let's start with revenge. Cap, have you ever, Bakari, Tab, have y'all ever been in a situation where you like, I know I shouldn't do it, but I'm gonna need a little taste of this revenge? Cap, I'm gonna start with you because I know you probably got 20 stories.
I have not. Actually, it's so strange. You asked that question. I'm having a conversation with a friend of mine this morning, and going through a situation I'm going through now, and it hurts. And especially when you do things for individuals, and they tell you certain things, and all of a sudden just disappear. And my friend said, "Come on, I'm gonna pull up with you." I said, "No, you're not. Let's go
Not
get him."
pull up.
She said, "We can do this together." I said, "No." She said, "But why can't you tell me you're too nice?" I said, "I just can't share the whole story, but I just can't I just can't see myself getting revenge. I actually pray for those who spitefully use me. I really do, because in the long run, it comes back. Karma is big. You know, everybody have a paycheck, so you write your own paycheck. So I mean, even though it takes some time, but normally people who do you some kind of wrong, you get a paycheck. I mean, it might be 2 or 3 years. Some people paycheck will be bigger than others.
Yeah.
So I got some friends who got some big paychecks coming.
Oh, they got like 6 figures?
Oh yeah, they got some big paychecks
6-figure checks. Okay.
Oh yeah, But no, but I just don't see. I be wanting to. I do. I mean, I have some of the worst things happen to me, especially in relationships. I should probably be going crazy by now. I know I'm a strong individual, and I just can't do revenge. I just can't do it.
So it's just something in your.
Yeah, I have I just have my morals are high. It might hurt me, and I deal with it, but it won't happen again. It won't happen again. But so I don't do revenge.
So in other words, you're not gullible.
Never gullible.
Okay.
I tell people all the time, even when you think you got me, you don't. I say, I allow you. I say, you got those tires because I wanted you to have, because you didn't have any other way to get them. So you never used me. So, and I don't need anything from you. I say, because in the long run, you're going to have to come back. And I'm going to say no next time. So that's my revenge, the no, the comeback.
Yeah. Okay. Bakari, how you feel about revenge?
I think we all do it. I think we all do it, but I think we all do it in a smaller word, like petty.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like, if I'm in a relationship and then I'm mad at you because you ate the last cookie and I wanted it and you didn't tell me, and something like that, I may take the batteries out of the remote, hide them.
Oh, yeah, that's good, though. That's good revenge. I see that.
A little petty, cute revenge.
That's petty, yeah.
Yeah.
But as far as, like, going to, like, revenge, or trying to hurt somebody or diminish their character or something of that nature, no, I wouldn't do that.
Have you ever had the thought?
Absolutely.
Has the thought crossed your mind?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, because people feel like the First Amendment, they feel like they can do and say whatever they want to because it's constitutionally given to them as a citizen of this country, which is true, but you can't talk to people any kind of way, especially me.
Right.
To watch your mouth. Because everything that you say,
I felt that. Did you feel that? You better watch your mouth.
You know what I'm saying? Has consequences.
That's like a nighttime conversation.
Right.
You're talking at nighttime radio.
Right. You better watch your mouth.
No, it's just this whole conversation. I'm like,
he's engulfed in it. He's in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I really mean that.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me
I know
crazy.
you mean it.
Don't talk to me crazy. Because I'm not going to talk to you crazy. Now, if we got words and we got beef, we can handle that. But as far as, like, putting my hands on you, that's unnecessary. That's a charge. Clear record, I don't need it.
Two niggas that
fighting.
Right.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Let me come to the woman, because women, and this is not to speak for all of y'all, but some of them be like, I'm gonna need that revenge.
That woman scorned is
Right.
real. It's real. Me personally, though,
I know your heart. You ain't even about to do it.
yeah, I just I kind of look at, there's nothing that I can really do to you that wouldn't somehow affect me. So with that being going on, I usually try to, like Cap said, kind of look at it a little different. Whatever you think you did, you really didn't do the extent of what you think you did. But I definitely agree with my brother right here. There's some petty stuff where if you ate the last cookie, I might not buy another bag, just to make sure that you buy your own bag or something like that. Where I'm usually the person buying all the cookies, but this time, I didn't buy the cookies. So.
Yeah.
But I definitely think that that's why I have admired Martin Luther King so much, because that was basically his premise, that you and I are one. So there's nothing that I could not do to you that ultimately will not come back to me.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I try to do it now as a mature adult.
Right. Cap, have you ever been, because that was dope, I didn't even think of that form of pettiness, Cap. So what do you feel about the petty portion of it? Like, how you feel like because you are a strong guy and you are in a position, millions of people, and you can do some petty stuff to people. Do you feel like you want to sometime, or you just like
I probably can at times because I got tons of people jobs just because of my name. But I would never bother their job.
Y'all heard that little plug just because of my name?
No, seriously, seriously, we had this conversation last night. Just because of my name, you got these jobs. You know what I'm saying? But I would never take jobs from individuals like. Even people in let's say in the radio industry, I know he want me to go there with this. Like people have said things to me and stuff like that, and my petty probably say, well, I want to come on that show and talk. You ain't coming on that show and talk. I don't care. But I'm in that cast. I don't care. You don't sit there and just sit there and say some nasty things to me. I didn't clap back at you because I didn't want to destroy you. Cause mine's a little stronger. And so, but I don't. But then again, later on, I say, all right, I can get over it because I learned. I said these are younger people, and I try to get over it. But I'm gonna get one. They're gonna have to have one or two tastes. I said, no, you can't come. And then after 2 times, I said, all right, dear, that's too much. You're being childish now. The revenge is over with. I did what I had to do. I made a statement. That's done. And I tell her, I say, I forgive you, whatever. Go back. We can talk. That's just me. I just can't hold grudges against people because it's just not me.
Yeah. Because
I've been through some stuff and dealing with it on a daily basis, and I just can't do it. I can't. I'm all about just, see, I don't like how Bakari looking at me. It's like, because first of all, his conversation, then those eyes, he looking at me like this.
Oh, Lord, you got him feeling some kind of way.
No, he doesn't know this season.
Lord.
Then I'm like having a serious conversation.
Right. It's the red jacket of the third day.
Yeah.
Look at any kind of way.
But no, I try. No, I have been like, I guess I could say, like he said before, I could be somewhat petty, just a little bit, but not to the full extent that I can, that I be wanting to sometimes. Because I said, no, it's wrong. Sometimes I have to hold back on people because I know, like some people say some stuff to me, and I be saying, dang, why can't I get back at them? But I know to hurt them, and so I can't do it. I refuse. I'll take the what you gonna say?
I'm just gonna say because I don't get that kind of privilege.
But no, I hold back on him all the time.
All the time.
No, but see, I still have to hold back on him too, because G say some crazy things to me, and so I just give him like I don't take it to the 10th level with him.
Tabitha. I don't believe that.
And he does.
You lying.
Oh, this is how petty. No, okay, now this is how my revenge for him is. I said I won't come on that radio show next week.
And he don't. And it pisses
That's
me
it. You know,
off.
I'm so glad you said that, and I won't.
See how petty it is?
Dude, that's my petty. I say, well,
I ain't coming. So I done plugged him all week, promoted him all week. He don't show up. Then I got a lot of my audience and say, he's sick or he don't feel good. But he don't. I have to. Cause
no, you gotta just say.
Tell him what
all he
had to do say was. So he decided
all he had to do is say, well, he's been petty and he decided not to come. That's all he had to just tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? I prefer you telling the truth. Say he's petty. He ain't here. So
okay, well now y'all know the real reason. The days that Darrel ain't been here, he was being petty.
Now you want to tell the truth.
I ain't know. I ain't want to lie on him.
He gonna say that because he said it last night to me. We was here. We had a live show last night, and he said, "Well, I came to the event here." He said, "Well, are you coming to the show tomorrow?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "But you missed my show." I said, "My back was hurting me." He said, "So what are you saying?" I said, "This is an event. I had to be here. I like hosting an event."
You ain't have to.
He said, "But mine's is a radio show. Yours not an event. It's a radio show."
No, that's not what he said. Yours is not important. This is important.
No, I didn't say it wasn't important.
That's what he said, and that's fine. I love you.
Well, I got up and came here this morning.
Not Jordan. See, Darrel has favorites, and it's fine. I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying?
I never have favorites.
Just remember who got the #1 show in this whole entire platform. You just remember.
Is it true?
Oh, the platform or just this station right here?
This station.
Oh.
He finna lie.
Oh, and I say he does on ATL Talk. He does have the #1 show on ATL Talk Radio.
Of course.
Just on ATL Talk. I would say on ATL Talks Radio.
No, I love Darrel. Darrel's pettiness is funny though.
Yeah, dude. My pettiness is different from most people.
He try to be serious, but he can't be serious.
I can't. I'm not gonna be ugly to you at all. I would say, why ain't you show him to that show? And I say, I have to get the building before you come.
You do.
And I run to the back of the building, anything. So I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna grab a bag or something and go. Just get out of here.
I'm gonna tell you.
So yeah, but I won't never do anything that I learn in life. I would never sit there and go out and say bad things about individuals to hurt anybody, to their character. I don't tear up people's character. That's wrong. It's hard when you tear somebody's character up. It's hard to build back up. So I would never tear your character at all. I'll just do some crazy stuff like that. Say, Bakari, let's go to lunch, and say, okay, where are we gonna go to? We're going to McDonald's. I like Big Macs every now and then.
Who still eats those?
Hey,
I
right. Like,
Well, I don't. Well, technically,
I do.
technically,
Extra
I'm a
Yes.
hamburger guy, but I prefer eating. I make homemade hamburgers. I do love homemade hamburgers.
That I ain't even
I
had.
love homemade. I don't like eating out of restaurants a lot. I prefer eating at home. So if you want to take me out to dinner, take me to your home.
You want a home cooked meal, preferably.
basically,
Yeah.
He's trying to go to the house,
That-
Netflix and chill. That's what.
no, I don't want to chill with you.
better not
I don't want to
be.
chill. I just want.
Because he gonna get in trouble.
No, I'm never getting in trouble. I just want to go. We just eat and have fun. Not like that.
Okay.
Wow, Aaron. Sorry.
Right, Aaron, you laughing? You want to send
And
me
Bakari,
something
you know what I was saying,
That's
right?
the producer back there
You know what I was
laughing.
saying, right?
I heard what you said,
Oh.
He heard
and I
it.
understood that. Now, if it needs to be explained, explain yourself.
Well, explain it. Let me hear it.
But
Uh-oh.
what, the part that, I mean, I enjoy. I'm a homebody by trade,
We
Okay.
just talking about pettiness.
and I'm saying we talking about pettiness.
All right, go ahead.
And me rather me being petty, we gonna go home to your house and eat. We can go out to the fast food eat.
Because you want them to show that they can cook?
That they not being petty. That's a sign of forgiveness.
Oh.
So you being petty.
Okay. I get
Okay.
Bakari, you being petty too?
Yeah, I'm petty.
Are you?
Absolutely.
I wouldn't have got that.
Really? My petty is not like
It's an innocent
disrespectful
petty.
Yeah, it's like, so I have a friend. In the future, if we ever got mad at each other, I know if I leave all the cupboard doors open, automatic. You mad. Da-da-da-da.
You would leave all the
I would
cover.
leave all the cupboard doors open.
I'm done.
And I know you mad.
I'm finished.
And it's
Wait.
like,
Well, I do. I know how to get back at somebody too. Like some on social media, I do have a friend. Like they won't talk to me for a while. All I gotta do is throw a certain picture up.
oh,
That's it. They gonna call.
Triggers.
It is. But I
whole
can't.
trigger.
But I won't do it because I don't. If I just put a picture of somebody else up, that's wrong. You know you're wrong for that. That hurt me right there. You put a picture up of somebody.
Why does it hurt? You'll be strong.
But that's me being petty to get back at them. But then for them to forgive me, it's a song. It's like it's I'm not gonna say the words because then y'all start looking at. I'm gonna look for these words that he put on his social media and his hashtags. So certain hashtags, you know, and it's actually subliminal messages and hashtags that I put out
Why
for
you
certain
being
things.
subliminal? You can be blunt on everything else, but can't just be blunt on certain things. You got to throw subliminals.
I mean, it is. It's like, just say if I was trying to reach out to somebody and I say, okay, what do you guys like most? And if I find out what you like, whatever. Like, what's your favorite song? You have a favorite song?
I do.
Which one?
All the time. I Believe in You and Me by Whitney Houston.
So what I would do is I would always play that song and put in my hashtag, and it's gonna get his attention.
Yeah.
It is. It's gonna get his attention.
Oh my God, the level of petty.
No, but it'll get his attention and say.
Strategic
But it's good.
Right.
But see, but that's
Wait,
what.
say that one more time.
Strategic.
But it is. I'm a
Pettiness.
strategic. I'm a strategic. I'm a very
Strategic
strategic
pettiness. I like
individual.
that.
I've always been strategic in my life
Okay.
to get what I want.
Well, you better
And
be a Ronnie Ho. Use what you got to get what you
no,
want. You better
but
do
not
it.
sexually. I mean, it's like.
It can be. It ain't got to be sexual.
But mental thing, but people,
Can't turn it
I
off.
think people need that. People look for mental affection. That's the
Yeah.
best way. And I've shared that with them before.
Yeah.
I
That's
fall
true.
in love. I fall in love with people conversation in mind first. I don't fall in love with a physical
physical.
thing. You have to have a conversation. You have to speak well for me to fall in love with you, and it can happen. I just can't do this.
Yeah. Let's just stop.
No,
Let's just stop. Bakari, stop looking at him.
no,
Because it ain't nothing you doing.
no. But I just love.
So
I always love his way he speak and stuff. Well,
He speaks very well.
he speaks very well. He have a
But
beautiful smile.
You looking at him.
But we're having conversation.
Thank you.
Okay, so it wasn't just me. Okay, thank you.
See,
She saw it.
no, don't say that, Bakari. Just keep it going. That's like, G is horrible.
I'm
He's
horrible.
being petty.
No, G will never be.
See,
I'm
here we go. See,
being
that's why I'm on the show.
Am
for him to be
I
petty with
petty?
me.
It's a difference between being
Being
observant
And that's why
petty.
he wants me here because he know that I'm going to cause some kind of.
Listen, it's a different, like she said, pettiness and being observant is two different things.
Okay, that's true.
I am very observant, and you know this.
You
I
are.
will walk in the room and I will scan it first, and if the energy's off, I'm gone. You know that.
Is the energy off today?
No, I'm having a great time. Are you?
I'm having a great time.
Right. Observation.
Read the room.
Read it.
Oh, wow.
Don't start. Listen.
And this is a YouTube tape too. I'm
It
sorry.
is. So this is all on camera friends, so they gonna catch all of it. But
Woo, good show.
yeah. So I've never had a revengeful heart, but I can be an a-hole with
You are.
pettiness. I can do it.
You got a bad attitude. You got an effed up attitude at times.
You're the only one that thinks that.
No, I'm the only one gonna say it.
No, you're the only one that thinks that.
But no, I love you, but I understand you. But I tell you the truth.
I don't have an attitude, though.
No, it's not an attitude.
We're not going to argue about it today.
We're not. We're having a discussion.
We are.
We're just having a discussion.
Because you're not going to say I have.
Yeah, opposing views. Exactly.
Like on the Great Debaters.
No, it's not. I shouldn't say it's not an attitude. I'm just. That's a figure of speech.
Yes, you have to use your words.
Okay, I'll use the right words with you. You
having a moment.
You have this condescending way about yourself. I'll use that. It's like a little better. And where you have to come in, you see people in the room, you turn your nose up if you don't know them. He does it all the time. And I share this with him all the time, where he'll say, "Who is that?" I said, "Wait a minute." Then he'll turn his back and go sit in my office.
Aaron, we're not airing the show because he's lying. And you're not going to put me out on the world.
We're airing this.
We're not airing this.
Why can't we air this?
Because you sitting here telling
But this is what you wanted.
I don't turn around
this is live.
Like, who is this?
To
Why
me-
you lying, Darrel?
This is the truth. I love you though.
I've never done that, bro.
But he's a good guy though. You know what? Then when I say, "Hey, you that young lady said, did I do something wrong to him?" I said, "No, he's just having a bad moment." But then I go tell him. Then he come back and apologize. And because he didn't know. Remember I was talking about Attorney Foster at the time. But no, he's not a bad guy at all. But I have to sit there and bring it out of him. Nobody else will.
No, I have heard in my recent years because I have put on resting bitch face sometimes. It's just like when people walk in the room, I just kind of like look, and it's because I have anxiety when I'm around people.
I do too.
My level of anxiety just goes high when I'm around people because this is that mental health shit stuff.
Right.
The first thing that I'm thinking is, what are they saying negative about me?
Right. I understand.
So I just kind of like, wow.
Why is that your first thought?
I don't know. That I'm working with. I got my therapist. We working on it. I don't know because of the way I was teased and talked about growing. Like I'm still dealing with stuff in my past. So the first thing I'm thinking is when people walk in the room, or I walk in after a group of people are in the room.
Right.
It's like, okay, let me look around. I'm not going to be high like I would do like I come in the office because everybody knows me.
I'm like,
I would come in the office
and
and everybody's looking for me to hug them when I hit the door.
Of course.
Like, what's up? How you doing? That's what I like. But over the years, it's changed a little. So it's just like, I don't know what your motives are.
Rather than condescension, is it more of your apprehensive?
I think it's apprehensiveness because it's not a deceitful way. Like,
Well, yeah,
it's not
people
like,
don't. He make people. I think rather he think they make him feel uncomfortable. I think he makes some people feel uncomfortable. He's told me this before. Yeah, but then again,
I didn't know.
But yeah, and he does. He don't understand. I try not to say, hey, they feel uncomfortable. They say, well, I spoke to him, but then again, by him not knowing these individuals, I say, I think he's a nice guy. Don't worry about it. Cause like somebody said last week, damn, he's fine. I said, who?
Oh, I didn't know that.
They said,
I don't get those compliments.
Well, that's from Viva, my best friend.
Yeah.
She said.
Well, you just told me that this morning. Thank you.
That's what she said. I said, who? She said, GSR, whatever.
Yeah,
She did. She said that last week.
I never knew that.
At the concert. She did. She thought she was a very handsome young man.
Yeah.
Because she's
I think
chocolate.
It's freshly bald stuff I'm doing, you know.
It helps.
Yeah, but no, she really said that.
I appreciate that, Viva. Thank you. I don't know who that is coming in, you know.
But we fine though. But
We
yeah,
good.
but no, but I think this.
Yeah. So he's made me cognizant of it. So now I kind of watch myself when I walk in the room. Or I make sure, hey, how you doing? I make sure I'm being present and I'm speaking and stuff like that. Even though I got social anxiety, I'm working better. I'm better at it though.
That wasn't
lot of
something
people have that.
taught to you as a child.
Social.
When you enter into a room, you speak.
Wait, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, my grandmother didn't
He's
play
from the
that.
South, of course
I'm
he
from the
taught
deep
that.
South.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's like even when I moved here, like we don't have to know each other.
Right.
We speaking as we driving down the road. You pull up on side of me. How you doing? That's what we doing in Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? Here it changed. They're like, what you looking at?
Well,
Now-
first, let's
so
make it clear.
it's different. Everybody's not from here. I know it's a melting
That's
pot.
right.
So I didn't know that when I first moved here that people were a melting pot from other places. So I'm just coming in. Hey, how you doing? People like, what the hell? I had to learn, oh, everybody's not a Georgia Peach. You got people from other places. But yeah, definitely to answer your question, oh yeah, they ain't play that. You walk in the room. But this just started happening over the last couple years when I started doing all this stuff that I'm doing. You know, it's just like, be observant, watch the room, you know, da-da-da-da-da, because, you know, people don't know what's being said or how people are viewing you. That's my first thought. When it could not even be that.
Right.
I'm self-sabotaging my brain.
Yeah, I don't like going crowds of people.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't like, it's a jazz award show tonight. I was invited to go, but I turned the tickets down. I didn't want to go. I don't like being involved with people. This is really crazy.
So you're not a people person.
I'm not saying I'm not a people person. I mean, when I'm put on a spot, I will play the role and be the individual, be the CEO, and be Darrel. But when I don't have to, and I can get out of it, because I did get out of it, they said, well, we got 2 tickets for you. But I was able to get out of it. I knew I had to get dressed up, go put a tuxedo on, go to this TV awards show, and I just didn't want to do it. But then again, even we had a jazz concert here a couple of weeks ago. It was like they said we want Darrel to come up and stuff like that. You know, Frank McComb was saying, "This is my brother."
I even came to that.
And I don't like recognition. I just rather be in the background.
Yes, they tried to. He went straight to the back of the room. I'm okay. They tried to call him up on stage. No, I'm good. I'll stand back here.
But then again, when I do get in front of a microphone to speak, I spoke in front of biggest churches in the country when I was younger, and I can speak pretty well. But it's then when I get a microphone, I have to speak. Then I can speak, turn it on. But then when I get off the microphone, I say, okay, let's go back and sit down and do nothing. I don't want to talk. I don't.
Yeah.
So I don't talk to a whole lot of people either. And that's the craziest thing. I'd be like,
yeah, you talk to people every day.
I have one friend. I talk to her.
No, you talk to people that come in and out this radio station all the time.
But I do. But I don't have friends I talk to all day long. Most people have friends, they call, stuff like that. I don't have that because, I don't know why. I just, whatever. I talk to this one female friend. She's a coworker, but now she's become a friend. I talk to her maybe 12 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Literally.
That's the only person I talk to. I never met her before.
Y'all ain't never met in person?
Never met in person.
Damn.
And we talk about everything. And I love speaking with her as well. It's not judgmental, and I can be myself. 'Cause I love being myself. And I did talk to one other person, probably know me really well, but that's another conversation. Okay. But we're talking about revenge.
Yeah, we just veered off a little bit. It's okay. We always veer off when Darrel's here. It's okay.
See, that's the problem. That's why I don't come here.
It's okay.
See, did it become all about a counseling session for Darrel?
No, I like these conversations because it kind of veered off maybe some.
It's real conversation, and it's a chance for me to sit there. It's like a therapy session for me, actually. It really is. It is. I think this week was a bad week for me. Mentally, it was. And mentally, it's like, okay, sometimes people, hard to ask for help. And it's like, I have to get to that limit where I need help at time. I say, oh my God, I need help. I got to ask for help. And I do yesterday I need help. And I realized it was like the last hour, and I know I needed help. And I said, you know what? I said, you got to help me now. I said, you have to help. I didn't say it like that. I said, you got to do this. I said, I never asked, but this is part of your job to do this. I need you to pull this off. I knew they could. And I ain't going to say who the individual is. And they had to do it. They said, okay. He said, why didn't you ask before? I said, why should I have to ask? But I'm sorry. But no, I just don't. That's why I keep to myself. Mentally, I think I have so much going on in my mind. People saying, you can pull it all. I said, this is a lot to pull all this off. And to work a whole full job and deal with a bunch of people. I know, I'm going to turn that phone off. I thought I turned it off.
You might want to take that one.
Who?
I saw the picture.
I don't take phone calls.
Listen, why he texting people?
I'm not texting anybody.
And it's fine because, you can do that. We're going to roll over into the next topic here. I want to talk about stereotypes, Tab. I want to talk about those.
Stereotypes.
Yes, how do you feel about those?
Well, I think, like most stuff, it's just part of human nature. When you identify something outside of yourself, we start to label it. Excuse me. We start to add labels and then put people into stereotype boxes and things that make it easier for us to justify our stories to ourselves. So, of course, again, it's just part of the human makeup is how we take in information and how we translate it back. We put people into categories, and a lot of times we'll make them stay there. Sometimes we will let them come out, whether it be racial, gender, and things like that. But I mean, I can look at a kid and, you always think, okay, a kid, they're young, they don't have a lot of experience and stuff like that. And then they'll give you some information or give you a point of view on something, and you're like, But stereotypical, you look at kids as being inexperienced, right?
True.
So I think on some level, it's always done. But I think where it gets into a problem is where you hinder someone using that information, using that stereotypical information, where you won't let them come out of that box.
Okay.
That's what I
So you think it's human makeup that it happens that way?
Yeah, I don't know any human that doesn't, initially starts out
With some type of
labeling.
judgment or
Yeah,
stereotype,
like it's just how we process information.
That's so weird. Bakari, what you think?
I think she's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was listening to her and I was thinking, like, where does stereotypes even come from?
Mm-hmm.
And it comes from trying to identify or trying to relate to what this is, what this new thing is in front of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or trying to find a box to put it in so I can understand it. And I think she's absolutely right.
Okay.
It sucks though.
It does. I would say it's
We
so
have
bad.
stereotypes,
So bad.
because everybody is not what the stereotype is.
Yeah.
But we automatically assume that they are because
Right.
they look like that, or they speak like that, or they dress like that, or whatever the case may be. And it's just self-expression or a product of your environment. You can't really control it until you know better. You do better, but it still exists.
What about you? Do you experience this?
Stereotype?
Yeah.
I probably do.
I'm sure people.
You know what they do? Okay, they do. First thing they do when people come anywhere, they come to certain places around me, they assume I'm rich and got tons of money. They do.
But you do. You are rich.
And then I heard. Then this is another thing they do. That's the first thing they think of. They say you got tons of money. You got to be rich. I mean, somebody you guys well known. I can't say it. I'm talking about around the hallway at another small station around here. She would come here and be ugly and nasty to me. But
So nasty.
Yeah, but
so
I
rude.
back. She'll say things to me about me having all this money, being rich and stuff like that. And I said, where you get this from? Look at this. I said, okay, and this is a building. But look at you. But then again, it's not about. Then I realized it's not about what you have. And like people say, like you say, oh, I'm dating this girl, I'm dating this man. They making $75,000, $80,000, and I said, and that's fine. Don't get me wrong, that's fine. But I said, what's? I mean, and they got a body, but what's their net worth? And that's my whole thing is what's your net worth? And I might not have money, but can I liquidate and become a multimillionaire overnight? I can. I mean, but I don't have any money. I tell people I'm not rich. But, I mean, that's the difference, what you have, what your net worth is. So I tell people all the time, no, date the net worth. Don't date somebody just because they got a 9-to-5 job and they got a nice car. What will happen tomorrow if they need to liquidate themselves? I'm dating the net worth. I'm dating up. I'm not dating down. Which my crazy self, I date anybody because I just fall in love. But we're back to stereotype. But people stereotype me on. That's one of the main things they stereotype me on is what I have. I mean, they do, like, if I wear watches, because I love watches, and they'll stereotype and say, you must got a lot of money. I say, why, a little cheap watch? But, it's not about.
No, I feel that.
Yeah, and they do these things to me all the time. It's like, whatever. And I say, well, it's okay. And then they'll try to, hey, well, I got like 10 Invicta watches. I said, oh, and I always try to play it down. I said, that's pretty good. Is your collection that big? I try to say.
Modestly say.
I say, only have 150, 200. And I do, because I have these. This happens all the time. I go to the grocery store and stuff like that. It's almost like a pickup line, and I get this all the time. And it's like, oh God, here I go. And I always sit there and I'm being this somber mood. Then they pick me up for a second.
Yeah.
Then I know what I'm about to do to them. I'm about to destroy them. I am, because they stereotype me.
He already be ready.
They do. They do, because it happens here at the radio station all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, just because you sit in the office, it doesn't bother me. I can sit, I can sit out here on the floor, because I'm the type of person. I'm like the common, everyday individual. And my job is to build you guys up. It's not about me. I get people, I mean, in the situation I was dealing with, and I done did everything in the world. This is recently. I go, look at him. I done did some stuff that they should be rich. I mean, but they didn't listen. They don't want it. You can lead the horse to the water,
but they don't drink.
But no, I said, come on.
Because they respectfully decline.
They respectfully decline. Basically, I said, well, why are you doing this for me? Huh? I didn't ask you for nothing. It ain't nothing sexual or anything like that. I'm trying to help you out because I know you say you want to be here. It's just like you come to me and say, hey, I need to grow. How can you help me? And that's the type of person I am. Yeah. So don't stereotype me.
See you after the show.
We can definitely see me after the show. I ain't got no money, but we can talk after the show.
Hey, you said about growing.
I like to help people grow. I do. Okay. Most people I mentor, they grow. I mean, you know some of my friends. Most of my friends, they were 16 years old. Now they got their PhDs, and they doing quite well. All my friends doing quite well because I taught them to be that way. I said, you can do things in the street, stuff like that. I said, but you got to be good at it. And I'm the best at it. I said, you cannot outdo Darrel Davis. I might hurt for a little bit. Like right now, I'm going through a hurting phase. But the hurting phase is over. I'm going to be good. I'm going to be good.
I don't like people that do that. I mean, like you said, I guess it is a human type of an ordeal especially when you're first meeting someone. I don't like it. It's just like, I don't like it. It just annoys me.
You stuck up and like.
Yeah,
if I met Bakari for the first time today, I would say, he's quiet, kind of humble, and he's real peaceful. But he probably something totally different. He probably go out there and party, have a good time, all kind of stuff.
You got all that after one look.
Yeah, if I met him for the first time, but I'm just saying.
Stereotypes work.
Yeah,
but it is. But yeah, because he's real. But then again, I mean, but then you don't see. But then again, I say, well, I mean, you see him on social media, but he's still this quiet guy and subtle type of guy. I don't see him as this party go getter, doing anything wrong, stuff like that. But then maybe behind, like everybody have totally different. Yeah. When you get to know somebody, say, okay, I'll say, all right, Bakari, this is real Darrel right here. Yeah. I do have some friends. I say that too. They say, okay. Now let me meet the Darrel that your mama talk about. There is that Darrel. I can't tell you what it is on the radio. My mama tell my friends this. I said, God rest her soul. She tell them that. They said, I want to know that Darrel. That's the Darrel you want to know.
That's the funny part too, because people feel that way about me. Some people, they feel like it's two different me's, and it really
probably
not.
is. Yeah,
it's
I think
not.
it is.
It's really not. Like people think I have a secret life outside of what I'm doing. I'm like, what the hell do you mean a secret life? Like, what does that look like? I have a 9 to 5.
But secret life is different from a 9 to 5.
I have a 9 to 5. I come here to do what I do, and basically my life is SHIT. After that, I go home and lay in front of my big ass TV and I watch it.
But we all have like separate.
I don't do nothing extra. I don't drink. I don't smoke. People tell me I'm lame because I do none of these, and so I'm different.
But I don't think you're different. But
you have a different life. You got something going on outside of such.
But your different life, I can see your different life.
And then people think I'm rich too, which is a lie.
Well, I can see the different side of you.
Oh, I'll claim it, but it ain't truth there yet.
Hey.
I'm good. I ain't rich.
But I know you.
Rich is subjective.
Well, I can see your different life.
Okay, what do you see?
I'm not gonna tell you on the radio.
Why not? This is a candid conversation.
Okay, let's go for it.
Let's
then.
do it.
No, let's go for it.
Let's do it.
I mean, I can see. Okay, no, I'm gonna use me first. I don't like sitting there spreading your business out there. I mean, it's just like, okay, me.
I don't have business.
I have. Okay, you say, but Darrel, what is the real Darrel? He's quiet. He's humble. But what do he? I mean, my life is horrible, crazy. I think it's like it's like a horrible life. The best life in the world, though. I have to sit there and fight off. I can't say everything. People during the daytime, women raising their shirt up during the daytime. Yes, that kind of stuff. I fight off men. This is a business. This is radio.
What's the subject that we're supposed to be talking about?
Exactly, Bakari. But we've been talking.
We talking about stereotypes. He's saying this is a stereotype.
It is a stereotype. They do. They think that I have. They think that I have another side to me. They do, and they try. They want to push that button to see how far can they bring it out of me. And it's a stereotype. They do. So they will come in to the station and try to provoke me to see are they gonna get that out of me. I said, I don't care what you think.
So the illusion is they build up quiet reserve, CEO Darrel working hard, blah, 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 but they're trying to see if they can bring out the actual person that you are.
No, expert they think I am. They would never know.
Okay.
I would never bring it to everybody. That's stereotype. So
it's weird. I just
but I was saying this because I was going to go with him with that. That's where we was going, but I didn't want to sit there and bring out, because I feel like.
I know I need to hear this because somebody just texted me and told me that I was acting funny towards them, and I had no clue I was doing this. So I would love to hear this. I need to hear this for my growth. This is my therapy session when I can't talk to my therapist.
It's okay. I guess.
So I need to hear because I was like, wow, I had no clue
That you acting funny.
Yes, the person thought, and I'm not saying that their feelings aren't valid. I had no clue.
And their feelings are, most people feel,
Yeah.
you can't dismiss their feelings.
I'm not.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm definitely not
And
doing
so
that.
we switching from that topic to back to him in this conversation now, okay? Because we had to flip this real quick.
He wants you to think it's me. It is me this round. Go ahead.
So because I mean, I can see what they're saying. Like I was sharing with you before, you don't understand. You don't see it because it's you as a human being. You feel like you treat you'll treat me totally different. You'll treat Bakari totally different. I'm gonna get her name. You Tab. My mind gone for a second. Tab. I want to say something else, but then you'll treat us totally different. But if a stranger, if whoever just came from back to if I think who it is, just came through that door right now, you would roll your eyes and look funny at them. You would. You know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
If they would come in here, if that's the individual I thought it was that came through that door, if he came right here, you would have seen a different G.
Okay.
And
And that very well could be true. But what you're referring to are facts. Stereotypes are not facts. They're the perceived notion of what we think based off of what we see. So, if we're going to talk about that, let's talk about that.
We can talk about it. I told you this show will run off. I can stick to the topic and
Which
it
is what
goes
makes it
somewhere.
fun,
And this is
actually.
what makes it really good for
It
me.
makes it
I think
fun.
people like it because we can try to stick to it, but it never happens. It
You never
never
know what
happens.
to
Again,
expect.
you
Oh
haven't
yeah,
heard
Bakari,
this,
yeah.
so this is
And so that's why when I come on here, it's like it's like almost like a therapy session.
Yeah. What's going
And
on?
y'all just you just get
Well,
jumping.
that's what I said. She knows because she listens. It'll start off somewhere and it'll take another turn, but it comes back.
Yeah, that's
You know
what
what
makes
I'm
it
saying?
fun.
And
too.
I think that's what
And
makes it
interesting. And
what
not-
it
not
is. You know what I'm
cookie
saying?
cutter.
So
I love that.
So
yeah.
go ahead.
But it's okay.
Go ahead.
You can go ahead and continue.
Because he was funny acting. They probably just said they was acting funny toward him. What do you think about that? You know him for a while, right?
G's not funny acting.
Thank you.
To you.
But
To
sometimes it's the
anybody.
perception of
I don't get that. It bothers
perception
me.
of what you're putting on somebody. For example, I have a team of 9 agents now, and one of the agents had mentioned, something about, hey, let's make sure everybody talk to each other in a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, well, that's cool. But also at the same time, I had to bring up, sometimes it's not necessarily about what somebody say, it's how you hear it.
The delivery of it.
It's both of us involved. Because I could say, you tell someone, oh, you look cute today. And what they hear is today. Oh, so I didn't look cute yesterday?
They broke down in one
Well,
word.
maybe I just noticed what you had on today because you have on bright colors today. So
Right.
I noticed it. It wasn't necessarily
That's
that you
true.
weren't cute yesterday. So I think he's hit on something really good when he said it's your perceived projection. So once you get information, though, that tells you otherwise, though, do you adjust? So, for example, if I think G is funny acting, and then G comes back and does something that shows me that he's not funny acting, do I adjust my perception of G based on that interaction?
First interaction.
Right. So I think that's kind of where it sometimes you're forced to stay in that box, even though
Yeah.
you've shown otherwise. People will keep you in that box.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's interesting.
Wow. So you got fans listening out there telling you that you're funny acting.
Yeah. My feelings are hurt a little.
Well, I don't think you should be hurt.
Not in a bad way. It's like, dang, I never thought I was that guy because I feel like my heart is so huge.
Your heart is huge,
And
but
I don't like to make somebody sad because I am a people person, I think. And I like,
to a certain degree.
I love people
Not when you meet certain new
sometimes.
people.
I have to feel a new person
Okay,
out.
okay.
I have to just feel new people out there.
So last night at the we have it's called
Wine and winning
I
conversation.
know on the radio last night. I can't even think what we were having. I had
Wine
to ask
and
everybody
winning
in the audience.
conversation.
So G was here, of course, and since this is candid conversation, and G, this is the first time you're hearing this.
It is.
So I had spoke with somebody here at the station last night. I had left something on here. I said, "Can you turn that off?" And so he said, "Well, the other lady, G, was saying something about the other lady. It was a guest here we never seen before. And he said her energy was bad.
Oh gosh, she told you that.
So people, I
only told that to one person.
Yeah, but they heard. So, but the lady was kind of heard you say.
No, she didn't, because I said it in a totally different room. So you're lying.
But this person said it. But he said the energy. We had probably talked to G about that.